Hi, I'm Dean Partlow, and today I'll be presenting TRX, created by Randy Hetrick. So it all started when Randy was deployed as a Navy SEAL to find pirates in Southeast Asia. Team members, they were all in a warehouse, and team members were complaining that they had no way to work out and build sustainable muscle that would, train you to climb a freighter. And through this, he was actually deployed with his jiu-jitsu belt. And he said he looked at the door, then he looked at the belt, and he threw the belt over the door, shut the door, and then tied the jiu-jitsu belt together to create a upside down Y shape workout thing. And then using gravity, you could potentially do numerous workouts. You could do bench press, you could do pull-ups, you could do pretty much everything with this simple design. So after Randy was deployed, he was promoted out of the field, and his wife was tired of him being away for very long periods of time. So Randy's wife got promoted to California, and so they made a pact. Basically, Randy would apply to Stanford University Business School, and if he got in, he would resign from the Navy and forget that part of his life. In 2001, he was accepted into Stanford and obviously moved out west and resigned. So yeah, he went to Stanford University, and beginning his first year, he would go to the gym and work out in the gym for 6 to 8 months at a time. And while he was working out, the coaches and teams from the school would see him working out, and they were interested in the design and how many workouts you could do, and they all wanted one. And this is actually what gave Randy the drive to actually pursue his idea. So he spent his summer of his first semester creating and tweaking the design, creating over 50 designs out of nylon and using sewing machines and his sewing skills from being in the Navy. He perfected the design his sophomore year of college and had a full prototype, and he graduated at 36. And he said pretty much at this age, he either goes all in and tries it, or he just gets a job in business. So it was basically all for nothing for him. So yeah, he decided to go all in on his idea. He spent all of his life savings in 2005 creating TRX, getting patents and designs. And then for the rest of the year, Randy traveled around California, going to every gym he could find and doing about 300 to 500 presentations in his first year. And during this time, he worked at a 1,500 square foot apartment. So the main turning point for Randy was when he went to Ideal World Fitness Convention in San Diego. He used a fake door and for demonstrations, and he's completely sold out. Then the most important part is that Drew Brees recently tore his rotator cuff and needed something that would help him recover without putting too much stress. So he was released from the San Diego Chargers, and he heard about the TRX and Randy, and he actually wanted one. And then Drew Brees recovered from tearing his rotator cuff and was featured in Sports Illustrated magazine, and Drew Brees actually spoke about the TRX product. TRX. So his first supplier was from China. This is mainly the faults. Early supplier from China had used cheap parts, so when they tried it out, they pretty much snapped under pressure. And yeah, so he had to take each one apart and fix them because he had no money. He spent all his savings. So in 2010, TRX was actually catching on, and a lot of professional athletes were interested. But so were knockoff brands. And Amazon was selling these knockoff brands. You could find them all online. And it was really cutting in to his revenue. So Randy hired a private investigator, and they found 20 different factories producing the knockoffs. He decided to go after the biggest knockoff factory, and it cost him about $2.5 million over 3 years. But it really sent a message to the other knockoffs that he was serious about this. It was his dream, you know? Today, TRX is now around making $50 million in revenue, consisting of 70% gear and 30% workout education. 95% of professional athletes and professional sports teams use his product, TRX straps, and more than 25,000 gyms have TRX straps. So, relating this to marketing, Randy created a really unique product. There were no other products on the market like this, besides maybe Bowflex, but I don't even know if Bowflex is around anymore. The market and value proposition, Randy created a really unique and inexpensive way to build muscle, and it was really innovative to the industry. You know, you could buy this cheap strap, not necessarily cheap, but you could buy the strap, and it's much less costly than, you know, workout equipment, all these complex machines. And it's a highly functional product that can be used in pretty much any workout. Randy also took advantage of a niche in the fitness market because everything is so expensive nowadays. All the workout equipment, fitness equipment. And he created something that you could do various workouts with, and it was pretty cheap compared to expensive machines. Interesting points. I myself am really into fitness, and I really like to take care of my health and eat healthy. Another thing is I thought about serving the country because I have various family members who have served the country. I'm an entrepreneur, so I plan to start my own company. So this was really interesting to find out, like, the major setbacks and the major parts of growing a business and how complex it becomes once it catches on. Because you think once it catches on, you're set, it's all done, it's over. That's not how it is at all. Most importantly, it shows that an opportunity can be right in front of your eyes. For Randy, it was the SEAL team didn't really have a way to work out and build muscle. But if you keep your eyes open every day and you see problems, you can turn that into an opportunity and create your own company, maybe. Skill or luck. This wasn't really covered in the video, in the podcast, but I don't really believe in luck, but I do believe in fate. And it was fate that Randy was deployed with his jiu-jitsu belt. It was fate. I mean, he got really lucky and found that and found a way to use it to actually work out. He also saw the problem as not having a way to work out as an opportunity. I think a lot of it was skill because he risked all of his savings and he really put a lot of effort and drive into making his product a reality. Even when people doubted him, his closest friends, his advisors at school, he was persistent throughout college and made TRX a reality. Yeah, I think his belief in his mission and the appreciation for the possibilities that lie just around the corner is a big part of why it is skill. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. Thank you for listening, and hope you're staying safe. Have a wonderful break. And, yeah.